damn thing.
Yes, sir.
Bo motherfucking dude.
Yeah.
I just feel like I was just talking your head off like crazy just
Oh,
now,
man, it's
bro.
all good, man.
I feel like my energy is on 10 today. I took a break. Like I said, I was taking I kind of stepped back from social a little bit. Like I haven't
Mhm.
been posting. I completely I was like, fuck Facebook. It's
Yeah.
it's it's toxic, especially right now.
It's very toxic, bro.
Dude, there was right when George Floyd, the whole thing happened, like, man, obviously everybody's on there back and forth, and I was fucking going ham just like everybody else was, dude.
Yeah.
And like, it left me so just like just everything was just on fire. Like I was just so angry,
Mhm.
and like I wasn't like there's just like this inner turmoil I felt. I didn't feel at ease at all. It was
Mhm.
like poison for my soul. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this is not healthy.
Mhm.
I cannot do that shit.
And you don't realize how ignorant like people are. Like some of the statuses that I've seen, I'm like, really? Like
Yeah,
that's how you really feel, bro? Like,
right.
come on, man. So like having like a social media break is definitely needed.
Dude, yeah. I'm just like, well, it's not natural the way
Mhm.
we communicate on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no nuance. It's easy to misinterpret, tone.
Yep.
And it's just, so I was like, man, I just, like, fuck this thing. Like, I still
Mhm.
have to be on there to promote the podcast when I do
Exactly.
release episodes unfortunately, it's just it is a part of the whole, conglomerate of social media especially when it comes to business, you need to have a little bit of a presence everywhere.
Mhm.
Um, it's like, man, but I had to step away. But I fucked up today. I fucked up, dude. So I don't know how much you follow. So obviously, you're into martial arts, right? Like,
Mhm. Yeah.
are you familiar with do you know like the UFC fights that just happened this past weekend?
Yeah. Yeah.
So Kobe Covington,
Oh man.
right? Like, but I didn't watch him. It's really weird. Like, we were talking, like, I fought for a really long time,
Mhm.
and I don't know if you're like this, but whenever I start doing something, I kind of like watch it less.
Yep.
Like I would watch fighting for like tape. I'd definitely watch my opponents. I want to be prepared. But like I'm not watching every fucking card like a diehard fan.
Mhm.
You know,
Cause you too busy getting yourself ready for your next bout.
yeah, I'm doing it,
Yep.
right? So, and I feel like I just kind of do it. Like, I listen to less podcasts now that I'm podcasting. Now,
Mhm.
I do listen to podcasts differently. Like, I kind of study, like, oh,
Yep.
man, who's a great interviewer, and how do they manage a conversation? Do you do
Mhm.
do you, do you do
Mhm.
stuff like that?
Yeah. Like it's a handful of people that I listen to just to see how they carry themselves and how they engage like the guests and stuff like that.
Right. It's like,
Mhm.
how well do they control the conversations? Like, what questions I was like, oh, damn, would I have asked that question right
Yep.
there? Like, it's kind of fun to do that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, what the fuck was my original? So we're talking about social media. Kobe Covington. There's this whole thing where he's talking shit on LeBron James,
Mhm.
right?
What now?
Right, yeah. So immediately after his fight, he went and he had his little post-fight press conference, not the press conference, but his little interview,
Mhm.
and he just went on a whole tangent, not a tangent, but he just went on a whole spiel rather,
Mhm.
just saying some shit, and he's like, not these fake athletes. Either way, he threw some shade at LeBron James.
Right.
And then LeBron James, after they just won, he actually kind of threw some shade back.
Mm.
So now there's just everybody's bickering online right now
Mhm.
about LeBron James, because I'm paraphrasing, but essentially LeBron James was like, anybody can talk shit, but like once you get in the cage, kind of giving the impression like he would get in the cage with Kobe and
Mhm.
probably beat his ass. Is kind of the impression he
Okay.
was given. So everyone's like, no, no, no.
Mhm.
Colby Covington is a motherfucking. He's a. Somebody said he's a. What the fuck is I want to get the exact wording. God damn, I'm sorry, dude.
You
I
good? You
smoked
sure?
before, and it's fucking with my memory at the moment.
Nah, you good, man.
Damn, because I use the exact same term for what LeBron James is. Like,
Mhm.
oh, a super athlete. Somebody
Yeah.
said that Colby Covington is a super athlete. I'm like, well, in my opinion, he's a great athlete.
Mhm.
I don't know if I would classify him as a super athlete. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
So the point is, like, they're like, oh no, like LeBron James can't fight. Like Colby Covington will just beat his ass.
Shit, LeBron a big boy.
That's what I'm
He's a
saying.
big dude.
And like, here's the thing: like, I'm not a basketball fan personally, and
Right.
like, I'm not a diehard LeBron James fan. However, I do recognize what kind of athlete he is and what
Mhm.
kind of human he is. And
Mhm.
I think I can kind of just rationally look at the situation. I have a lot of experience in it.
Yeah.
So back to social media, I made the fucking mistake of making a comment on somebody's post because they were like, I can't believe even some of you train guys out there would even think LeBron James has a chance. And I'm paraphrasing, but it's
Mhm.
like, he basically said it's an insane thought, and I'm just like, well, is it an insane thought? I mean, LeBron James is 6'9", 250 pounds. He is a legitimate super athlete.
Yep.
Like, I feel like he could probably be the best at anything he actually chooses to do,
Mhm.
and and like if he decided to put that effort in like into fighting, he could probably do well. And we're all just assuming that he can't fight,
Right.
right? We're
Yeah.
all
We
assuming,
we don't know what he do. You know
yeah,
what I'm
like
saying? Outside of basketball.
you don't know that man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what his capability. It's like, just because you play basketball, it's like, I get it. Basketball players are kind of generally looked at as kind of soft,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of theatrics trying to
Mhm.
get fouls and shit, right?
And like LeBron does it the best out of
Man,
everybody.
dude, he acts like a big baby. Like, don't get me. And I'm a wrestler, like we were talking about. So
Mhm.
like, that's the same season as basketball.
Mhm.
Did you play sports in high school?
I didn't, bro. I didn't. All I did was rap.
Okay,
I was rapping and just just
just doing your
being
thing,
a guy.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
kind of a little more on the creative side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't start getting into like sports and like physical fitness till after college. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's when I really wanted to start getting my body right. I was always skinny, I wasn't fat or nothing, but just gaining more muscle and
yeah.
what I'm saying, really trying something else but besides rapping and teaching. I'm an educator too, so
Okay.
I just wanted to, what I'm saying, do something that I always wanted. 'Cause
Uh,
I did taekwondo back in ninth grade,
okay.
but I ain't stick with it though.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest regrets that I ever had.
Quitting taekwondo.
Yep.
Now, so were you always kind of like a martial arts fan?
Love it.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a kid. Like
Karate
I,
Kid and
I
shit.
the Three Ninjas,
Oh, the three. Which ninja were you?
Colt.
Your Colt?
Colt.
Who's this blue, right?
That's the blue
That was
one.
me too. That
Yep.
was my dude right there.
Hey, Colt's
Yeah.
that dude, bro.
Yeah, man. He's a bad motherfucker,
Yep.
bro.
He was like the Raphael out of the Three Ninjas. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The little renegade.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
funny you say Raphael because like growing up, I was actually more like a Michelangelo fan. But
Straight.
then like I got a little bit older and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of more Raph. I fuck with Raph now.
You know what? Like the Ralph's still my favorite, but the older I get, the more I love Michelangelo.
Yeah.
I fucks with Mike.
Did you see that they're talking about? I don't know if it's gonna be like a movie or basically where like all of
All of
them
them die.
die and there's only
Hmm.
gonna be one. And it's like,
Yep.
yeah,
And
dude, it's
they
gonna be
was
like
trying to
R,
figure
right?
out. Yeah, yeah. They we don't know who it's gonna be, but
Right.
everybody's assuming that it's either Mike or Donatello.
Yeah, I kept seeing a lot of people say that they think it's gonna be Mikey just because he would have the best arc,
Yeah.
from a story perspective. I
Hmm.
thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that'd be dope though, cause like he would have to mature, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and really carry that mantle.
Right. I think that was kind of a lot of the explanation. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. What other movies?
Um, as a kid or just
Just
in general,
period. Yeah, man.
the Raid 1 and 2.
Ooh, so good, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So good.
That's
He was motherfucking.
like when I seen them two movies, even just the first one, like that just Hollywood had to step their game up like after that.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause that shit was just nonstop, like just action, just all
I
the way
really
through.
enjoyed how it brought Muay Thai to the forefront for
Hmm.
like a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because most people are kind of used to seeing like Taekwondo or Kung Fu,
Hmm.
or even more like Krav Maga if you're watching like Batman and different shit like that.
Hmm.
But that was really like some good Muay Thai in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muay Thai, Salat, fucking Ong Bak.
Yeah, Ong Bak.
Like
Oh, yeah. I wasn't fucking with three as much,
you-
but the
that's
first
the one
two,
where he looked like he was in the Jungle Book, something like that.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was definitely kind of like a little bit more like fantasy-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, but the first two were cold.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I wish that he would have. I don't know, like everybody knows who Tony Jaa is, but I felt just as a fan, his career didn't, live up to its best.
Right.
You know what I'm
It didn't kind
saying?
of pan out how you saw how it could
Hmm.
have. Yeah, I don't know if he just didn't maybe catch on in the U.S. You think that's what it was?
Well, you know, he was supposed to be the main villain in Rush Hour 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
So But he turned it down to work on I think Ong Bak 2 or like 3 or something like
Uh,
that.
yeah. So he kind of missed that crossover chance,
Yep.
huh? Oh.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's
Yep.
tough. Man, I used to work as an overnight security guard.
Straight.
Yeah, dude, and it was I read a fuck ton. I was reading like a book like every 3 days.
That's dope.
It was two different buildings. One building that had a camera on us, so I'd
Mm-hmm.
read them in there,
Mm-hmm.
and the other building we were watching the camera. So I'd bring my computer. I watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I probably went through every Bruce Lee fucking movie.
For real.
Yeah, man, I went through every Clint Eastwood movie.
Dope.
Clint Eastwood's a bad motherfucker.
Man, I didn't appreciate Dirty Harry till I got older.
Yeah,
Like I didn't appreciate a lot of shit till I got older. Like once
yeah,
I
that's
was
how it
able to
goes, man.
understand, I was like, damn, this is a dope
Yeah.
ass movie, a dope ass book, a dope ass song, and shit like that. So,
Yeah, yeah. I used to try to have the perspective of where like I mean maybe it's just because I just learned through experience where like I would hear music sometimes
hmm
and I wouldn't like it. I
hmm
was like, man, maybe my ears just aren't ready.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Let me get some time. I'll come back in like six
yep,
months and see how I feel. That's how I felt about Common when I first listened to him.
hmm
It's like I was in high school and I just wasn't of the mind to really understand what he was saying. Like
yep,
I wanted a different type of just like hip hop rap type
hmm
shit. And but now like I fucking love that dude.
yeah. Common's dope, bro.
Yeah, man.
I always loved Jay, but it's still things that I'm catching on. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That he said on the Blueprint or the
Oh
Dynasty. I'm like,
yeah.
damn, okay, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Just he just got endless supply of gems, man.
Yeah, man. You fuck with Wu Tang? I would. I'm
I
asking.
respect what they do.
You know why I'm asking is because there's the martial art connection.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever like listen to it because I feel like, and yeah, maybe I like fuck with certain people more than others.
hmm
I do like some of the groups thing, but I do like s kind of the martial arts aspect of like the projects that they put together. Sometimes it's pretty cool.
hmm
I can kind of appreciate that.
I like Method Man.
Yeah, meth goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ghostface got some joints too that I rock with.
yeah,
I just never really got into them like that. Like I respect what they do.
yeah,
Like I know that's a big staple in hip hop.
yeah. But that's not you.
Yeah, that's not me.
Dude, it's not for everybody. I
Yeah.
like RZA more as a like his movies, the
Not
Man with the Iron
yeah.
Fist.
Yeah.
I really like
That's
those.
dope, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope movie. He had like one and two too, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they're coming out with a new Mortal Kombat movie
Really?
in 2021,
Ooh, that's exciting.
and it's gonna be R-rated. They got fatalities.
Really?
Uh, they got Joey Townsend from the Raid as Sub-Zero. They got Ludi Lin. He'll play like the Black Power Ranger
Okay.
in the new Power Rangers movie. Louis Tan, you ever seen Wu Assassin?
No, I
It's
have
a
not.
it's a TV show
Oh, really?
on Netflix.
Okay.
Eco Ways from the Raid, like the main cat from the Raid. It's his show. It's an action show.
I'm gonna check it out.
Check it out, bro, and then let me know what you
It's
think.
called Woo.
Wu Assassin.
Woo Assassin.
WU Assassins.
Let me write that down.
Best action show on there, bro.
Really?
Crazy.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
I've been kind of wasting. I kind of have a hard time committing to shows because I'm like, man, because if I start, I have to finish it. I'm like,
Mhm.
how much of my life am I giving up? And I committed to this DC universe, this Arrowverse,
Mhm.
with it's a show called Arrow, and then The Flash,
Okay.
and then there's a show called The Legends of Tomorrow,
Mhm.
and those are like the Flash and Arrow are the kind of two main core
Mhm.
ones, but then there's The Legends of Tomorrow. It has Batgirl, which they just added, which I'm not gonna watch that though.
Mhm.
The thing is, they do crossover episodes,
Okay.
so let's try that. They basically took the Marvel model for movies
Mhm.
and put it into a show.
That's dope.
Yeah, but it's a massive fucking commitment, bro.
Yeah.
It's stupid. There's like 8 seasons on Arrow,
Shit.
6 on Flash.
Damn.
I'm not even gonna watch Supergirl because
Mhm.
my brother said it's really not relevant to the overall storyline. So I'm not gonna waste my life on that one.
Yeah.
But there's like 5 seasons on this Legends of Tomorrow, which is kind of cool in that one because they took characters that they introduced on Flash and Arrow and
Mhm.
put them together like as a team, and now they have their own show, and they kind of do this crossover. And then they did this Batgirl is like brand new show, but I'm not gonna waste my time on that one either.
Mhm.
I just kind of follow my brother's advice because he's like the motherfucking comic book movie like expert.
Messiah,
He
that's
just
what's
he,
up.
he just keeps up with all the forms. He's like, hey bro, you know they're about to do this. I'm like,
That's
no,
what's
bro.
up.
But either way, it's just this massive undertaking. But I
Mhm.
will for sure check that fucking show out.
Bro, it's you will enjoy it. Being that you're a martial artist and
Yeah.
everything, you'll enjoy it, bro.
Yeah, yeah. What other things were like inspirational, like growing up for those, or just in general?
Shoot,
Those are
man.
like the big ones for you.
Yeah, like martial arts, music,
Yeah,
um, that's really like the main things that I
those are the
was just,
passions.
passionate about. Then being a teacher, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
teachers get like a lot of, flack about it's not they don't get paid the most money and things of that nature, which is true, but the bigger, what I'm saying, prize is just changing kids' lives. I didn't seen young men and women change from like a little knucklehead
yeah,
to going to college, making something out their life, and doing just as good as me, or if even better. When they
yeah,
hit me up, Dean, thank you. You know what I'm saying, for believing in me, and
yeah.
because of you, you're one of the reasons why I got a degree, or I'm becoming a teacher myself, and stuff like that. So that's always like the best part of being a teacher.
Dude, sometimes kids just need to know that you believe in them,
Yep,
and they just need to know what's actually possible.
yep.
I sometimes feel I'm kind of conflicted at times because I feel like, on the one hand, we hold kids too accountable
Mhm.
because, like, your brain's not fully developed until you're 25.
Yeah.
And on the same note, we kind of give them almost too much responsibility to us. So it's like we tell you you can join the military and you can vote and you can do all these big decisions at 18, but then we don't allow them to like drink. Or it's
Mhm.
like maybe we just even move the voting to 21
Mhm.
and maybe not allow them to make crazy fucking decisions at 18. But it's like if you do something when you're like 18 and up, it will ruin your entire fucking life.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, like, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25. So
Mm.
you'll see a lot of people. I can use my brother as an example. When he turned like 25, 26, he became a completely different human.
Mhm.
Completely different human. So if you do get in trouble or you don't have the right influence growing up, like, that can leave like a scarlet letter on you for the rest of your life.
Facts.
And it's like, if you get in trouble, there really is almost no redemption if it's a big enough crime. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like, you're a felon for life.
Mhm.
Like, you can't vote.
Yep.
Like, you're a fucking slave.
Yep.
That's all you are.
And I worked in SLPS for most of my school teaching career.
Yeah.
So those kids, they were surrounded by drugs,
Right.
guns, violence, and stuff. A lot of kids, I was able to get through,
Yeah.
but it was some that got shot, did the shooting in jail. Just went down that other path.
Right.
So that sucks. But teachers, my parents, or people that I know, they be like, man, you can't save them all. Like everybody's not
Right.
gonna, resonate with what you're saying.
Some people got to make decisions, live
Yep.
by the consequences, but the ones that you do get to.
Oh yeah, yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
lovely, bro.
Man, I bet that's super rewarding.
It is, man.
Yeah, I've
It
been I've
is.
been helping with my kids' jujitsu class. They've been doing jujitsu for almost 4 years
It's
now,
dope.
and it is pretty cool to see the kids like grow up
Hmm.
and like kind of becoming like their own personality and kind of their best self.
Yep.
It's pretty cool to see that for
Yeah.
sure. Dang, how long you been teaching?
This would be my like sixth, seventh year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 6th year.
Okay. Are you still in the public school system?
I'm at Rittner now.
You're at Rittner?
Yep.
Oh, no. So
Yep.
everything's super close for you.
Everything, bro. It's like a hop, skip,
Dang.
and a jump,
That's
man.
the way to set up like your whole life, man.
Hell
Just make
yeah.
it right there, convenient, so you don't
Yep.
have to go too far.
Yep.
I can dig that for sure. So we kind of went all over the place there. But to the Colby Covington thing, real
Okay.
quick, I want to close out that note.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I respect Kobe Covington as a fighter. Like I seen like a handful of his fights, and dude, nice.
Hmm.
I think Willie could have beat him. It it's just something going like I don't know if he not hungry no more, or it's like something. It's something that's causing him to hold back. His past 3 fights, like he just been holding back. Like he hasn't been the beast that he usually is. He just keep backing up. If he get a good, shot, he'll take it. But other than that, he just be, he just be there.
Right.
And
Yeah, man, it's really hard to say. It sucks that he lost his last three fights.
yeah,
I did notice that he did seem to put his back to the cage quite a bit.
hmm
Dude, it's hard to say, man. You know
yeah,
what I mean? I would love to ask him.
yeah, for sure,
I
man.
would love to ask him and kind of see where, because I mean, it sucks he hurt his rib. I mean, I only watched the last two rounds because
I thought he had it. When he
yeah,
had him in that guillotine, I said, okay, there we go.
yeah.
But he said, oh, I was like, that was them rib
Yeah, yeah,
shots.
he was here, and then he like kind of came up on his elbow, and I
hmm
think maybe when he came up on his elbow, and like just with his own tension of squeezing, and Colby's tension, it probably just bent up his rib in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I was doing jujitsu one time, and a guy was going for an armbar, and his heel just hit me in the right way,
Mm,
fucked up my ribs. Like,
damn,
dude, I couldn't breathe. It hurt. It was bad for weeks, dude. There's still a knot right here from that shit.
damn.
Dude. Yeah, it was. So ribs suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely been there. So it's super unfortunate. I would love to kind of. I can't. I don't want to say anything negative, or what I'm saying, but I gotta wonder, like, what does it do? And maybe it didn't affect his camp at all. Maybe
hmm
he does he can separate the two. But I gotta wonder, like, man, when you're competing at that level, world championship level, like, you got to be hungry. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? And he did win the belt, and he defended it several times, and he was a great champion, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he did his fucking thing.
hmm
But it's like it seems like these fights that he lost, there's always kind of something else all kind of going on outside of fighting. Like, for example, like the Titan Games,
hmm
or he dropped an album right before he fight Usman,
hmm
or he's hosting a show on TMZ.
hmm
So I gotta wonder, like, if whoever you're fighting is only living in the motherfucking gym, thinking about taking your belt, you know what
hmm
I'm saying, and you kind of have these other things you're doing to make money, which is, dude, I'm not hating on the hustle, like, do your
hmm
movies, do your thing, but I kind of wonder, like, does that take away from the focus needed to fight at that level?
Well, with the album, he did that with my guy T Double. That's who I rap with.
Yeah, I saw that. So he did that with him.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
they did that months
Months
prior
before.
to him like fighting.
Okay.
So he was training, like getting
Yeah, that's
ready
what I'm
for
saying.
it.
Like, I don't know if it did or not. I know he's
Yeah,
training.
and then like even during this whole COVID thing, like
Does
after
the promo, he was on
he
Sway,
was on Sway.
promoing, like,
Yeah,
I mean, does that take the focus off?
that's a good question.
I don't know, man.
That's a good
I would,
question.
you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to like throw shit.
yeah, for
I would love
sure.
to ask him. That's like, dude,
Yeah,
like, it's like,
that's but like what kind of baffles me is like after the um Usman loss,
yeah,
he was training like he was in Thailand and everywhere,
yeah,
like just getting it in.
yeah,
And he came back in great shape and everything, and
yeah,
and then he fought old boy, and it just ain't go his way.
yeah. Now, I don't think anybody questions his physical ability to fight, but
hmm
it's the mental
Just
aspect. It's
mental,
the
okay.
switch.
hmm
You know what I mean? Because, like, from my experience, like, my last two fights, I lost both of them, and it wasn't because I wasn't physically able. I was actually the best camps I've ever had,
hmm
the easiest weight cuts I've ever had. I was in the best fucking shape,
hmm
but mentally, when I got in there,
hmm
I didn't fucking want it bad enough.
hmm
I didn't want it. It was just like, fuck, I don't need this shit.
hmm
I didn't want it. So it's like, I wonder, like, it's more mental than physical. Physically, he's there,
Yeah.
but it's like, what is it? It's like, it's, like, when you're the fucking lion, you're the old lion at top, and you're the fucking king. Like, all these motherfuckers are coming to eat you. They want
Yep.
your lunch, bro,
hmm
and they're just dreaming about it.
Yeah.
And all Colby Covington wanted was to beat Tyron Woodley so he can get the Usman.
Yep.
It's like, maybe he wanted it more right there.
I knew it was gonna be a good fight. I knew Covington was gonna put up a good fight when I didn't hear him talking no shit. I was like, okay.
He's training. He's
I
taking
was like,
this
he
serious.
taking this serious.
Yeah,
So
because he talks shit.
yeah,
And he
all
talked a
the
lot of
time.
it after.
But like that just shows that he thought of Willie to a
That
very
level,
high
you have to.
regard. Yep.
Tyron is one of the best in the fucking
Yeah.
world at any time,
Yep.
right?
With hands in, like the
His
takedowns, all
wrestling's
that.
amazing.
Yep.
Oh my God, he's I've actually been fortunate enough. I got to train with him a handful of times earlier in his career,
That's dope.
and man, he's an exceptional athlete. His
Yeah.
hands are crazy fast.
Yeah.
Really good boxing, good
Mhm.
distance. Obviously a powerhouse wrestler, great
Mhm.
hips, just a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now he's a phenomenal athlete, but even Tyron I wouldn't call a super athlete
hmm
like I would LeBron James. I feel that nigga's 6'9", 250 pounds, bro.
Could you could you picture him in the octagon? Like
I could,
he could use his like distance just to. It'd be hard to get on him.
dude. He's a big man, and he's not slow.
Nope.
And here's also my thought process, and this actually kind of came after the fact. So I'll talk about the post real quick. Like
Okay.
I said those parts, kind of points I made, and then a couple people kind of came back. And one dude was like, he couldn't play in the NFL, the NHL, or he couldn't play soccer. And my response to that was, well, he was the #1 recruit in Ohio for both football and basketball. And Ohio is actually a powerhouse high school football state. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure he would have did fine in the NFL. And then he had his comment back, and I didn't even respond to that one. And then the guy's original post, like, we were respectful between me and the guy who made the original post. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I've had him on the podcast. I like the guy.
It's dope.
He came back. He had several good arguments. One thing he did say, which I disagree with, is I wouldn't call Colby Covington a super athlete. I feel he's a great athlete. I feel like he can probably do a lot of sports well, but when I think of a super athlete, the physical prowess does matter. And Colby Covington only fights at 170, and LeBron James is 250 pounds. I mean, physically, that has, like you say, that reach. You know what I'm saying? Like that does matter. And he did talk about how Kobe's a D1 wrestler, but not every D1 wrestler is the baddest motherfucker alive. I mean, but that does matter, because if he does get in on LeBron, he would probably be able to dump him on his head, most likely. The mental toughness is there. There are a lot of great wrestlers, though, who aren't amazing athletes. So being a great wrestler doesn't make you an amazing athlete. Like, it doesn't make you a super athlete. It was kind of so he had all these arguments. I'm just like, look, man, it's not that really important to me. It's just my opinion.
Right.
Like, we can agree to disagree. Like, I didn't say that Colby wouldn't win.
Yeah.
I just said I wouldn't count LeBron out. Like, that's all I'm saying, man.
He gonna get some hits in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying you can't count the motherfucker out. So I left it at that. But then, bro, I probably had 6 people at me, like, comment after fucking comment after comment after comment. Like, these like, and maybe I got pissed off because I'm just like, you motherfuckers don't know me. Like, I actually, like, I'm not like a super LeBron James fan. Like, I'm not a basketball fan. I even said that in my last comment. But I'm like, you motherfuckers don't know me. Like, I'm just saying, like, you can't count them out. I even told Nick, agree to disagree. If you want to find out what I'm about, I put the fucking address to my gym. I took it there. You motherfuckers come to the gym with me. I fought professionally, and I train every day with jiu-jitsu. Like, I'm not a fucking keyboard warrior, bro.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
you could come
like,
to
you actually do this for real.
Yeah, like, you can come to the fucking gym and find out. And I don't care if you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu. If you got those white belt hands, you can still you'll still get the business, bro.
Hell yeah.
And right now, dude, like, I'm preparing for this big jiu-jitsu tournament in Orlando. It's called the Pan Ams.
That's dope, bro.
And I've kind of, like, tapered back on my smoking a little bit. Like, today's actually probably the first day I smoked in, like, a week.
For real.
But I become super fucking confrontational.
Does smoking weed, does it kind of off your game, like when you train and stuff like that?
When I train, no. Like, if I'm trying to learn something, I don't want to be like, I don't want to be too stoned.
Okay.
Right? Because sometimes it might be a little hard to get new concepts that way. But if I'm just going to go train and roll, like, it kind of helps put me in a zone. It kind of relaxes me some. But, like, on the same note, I don't have this intense ego where I need to get this validation from winning. It's kind of part of the reason why I stopped fighting. It's like, I don't have the drive to compete. But to progress in jiu-jitsu, a part of it is your professors would usually want to see you compete to make sure it's like, are you able to do these things? Are you really at that level?
Yeah.
And I'm really working hard to get my black belt. So, I mean, all fingers, like, things go well, I think I might get in December. You really have no choice,
Good luck,
but I
man.
feel like I'm just trying to do everything I can to make it happen. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. It's just all the journey. But either way, so I'm prepping for this tournament, which is coming up here in like 2.5 weeks. And dude, I'm just like super like fucking confrontational right now, which is probably part of the reason why I made that goddamn post. But I was just like, I just left it at that. I'm just like, listen, you motherfuckers come find me. Like,
Crickets.
yeah, like,
Crickets.
I mean, I had to turn off notifications. I can't keep checking that shit. Because, again, it's not fucking healthy. to like
Yeah.
be in that constant state of excitement over. It's not even fucking important.
Yeah.
I really don't even care.
Yeah.
Why did I get so pissed off and
Man,
just invite people to come to
people
the gym?
people be on like they get on Facebook or these social media platforms and put on a whole different
Dude, they get reckless as
persona.
fuck.
I had a dude, he my pops passed, so on my IG post, I filmed me at the cemetery. And this dude was like, "Fuck your pops."
What?
I'm like, "All right, bro, like you gotta come see me for that." You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
but I know him. Like,
Mm,
you're not gonna make yourself visible, you know what I'm saying, to come out to see me. You're
right.
just gonna keep typing, you know what I'm
People love to
saying?
do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they know where they can find me.
Yeah.
Man, it just be like that sometimes. I mean, I wish I wouldn't have done that because I feel like I just put negative energy in the world, and I don't like to do that.
No, I mean, cause even with this dude, I told him like, you can come to my dojo, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We can settle it like that, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And instead of taking it to some street shit, you know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
doesn't have to be ignorant. It's just to
Yeah.
come see what I'm about and
That's what I
see
that's
if I really know what I'm talking
that's what I
about.
be telling cats, like cats that be having issues with me, like we can come to the dojo, we can, you know what I'm saying, you box it out, you know what I'm saying? And after that,
Yeah, it's all love, man.
be
I
done.
have no animosity, but
Yeah.
I'm just kind of in this place where I'm ready to rip fucking people's heads off
Yeah.
because I'm going to a tournament where I plan to do that.
Facts.
So it's just like I gotta get in that mental state. I feel sorry for my girlfriend right now because it's probably bad. It's probably bad. She's like running some errands, but it's probably bad living with me at the moment.
No, it's all good.
Bless her heart.
Should be alright.
Should be alright. It'll be good. It'll be
Yeah,
good.
should be cool.
So you train martial arts now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what do you do right now?
MMA.
Okay.
So
So you do.
jujitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, boxing.
Where you train at?
Wise Warriors Martial Arts.
Where's that at?
Ray Norris. It's right off Maplewood. So it's in the lot next to the Snooks lot or
Huh.
Shop and Save lot on
Okay.
Maplewood.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
So,
Who's the instructor there? I think you
Ray
just
Norris.
Ray Norris.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Norris. I wonder if I know him by face. I'm not the best at
I'll have to
names.
show you like a picture.
Okay.
But he's been in tournaments and like all of that.
What's
He's
so is it primarily like MMA? Are you guys like putting on a gi and doing jujitsu,
Mm-mm.
or are you
Nah,
got
no
like
gi.
like no gi type
No gi.
stuff? Kind of just like have the whole hybrid of it all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, like, if you're going for your belt, he prefers you to wear gi, like at least the pants.
Does he teach gi?
No, it's pretty much like just like no gi.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool, man. Like,
Yeah.
I just learned so much within the past two years that I've been there. I've been
Yeah.
doing martial arts for about 5 years.
Okay.
My first trainer was Brian Davis, and he taught me pretty much. It was more like on like self defense,
Mm.
just how to, what I'm saying, moves and things to like use in like a fight. He taught me like a lot of Muay Thai, Muay Baran stuff. It's a
Okay.
lot. And when I was going there consistently, I was becoming more flexible. I could get my legs high,
Yeah.
but just working two jobs and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that stuff started to intertwine with my schedule. So now that I'm down to one, I got more time to train and focus on my other endeavors and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm sure you're staying busy.
Always, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're grinding, dude. I mean, you
Got
got your,
to.
got your clothing line,
Yes, sir.
right? I mean,
Fro Nation,
Fro
baby.
Nation. Let me go ahead and just open this now. Like,
Yeah, man.
that's dope. I really appreciate the shirt, man.
Oh man, I appreciate you for having me on the podcast, bro.
Oh, dude. You know, it's so funny. So, are you a believer in like just the law of attraction and,
Yeah.
and different things? Like, so, like, man, I'm. I pay attention to a lot of different things. There's not too many details I don't really I miss. And like
Mhm.
when I started this podcast, like I kind of went on a hunt to see like who was doing what in St. Louis,
Mhm.
and I created this huge long list of people I wanted to sit down with. I never knew when I would, but I just figured I would. And like you've been on my list for a minute,
Damn,
bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
So it was just kind of cool when you like reached out to me. I'm like, that's the motherfucking universe telling me it's time, man.
That's dope. Yeah, Justin,
that's
man,
dope.
he hit me up because I made a post. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he hit me up because I had made a post and was like, I'm looking for more people to interview on, what I'm saying, my podcast, not just musicians, but cats that's, what I'm saying, doing dope things in St. Louis. So he mentioned you. He said, yeah, man, holla at my dude Adam. I said, all right, I'm gonna reach out to him, man. And I checked out your profile and your podcast and stuff. I was like, yeah, man, let me get him on there. So
Yeah.
he'll be on mine in October.
dope. Yeah, dude, I'm excited for that,
Yeah, for
man.
sure, bro.
Yeah, man, that's cool, man. Justin's my dude, man.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
yeah, cool cat, man.
Oh man, Fro Nation, man, I like it.
Thank
Fronited.
you, bro. For Niner we stand, man. Divided we fall.
Yeah, bro, for real, we really do. We really do. That seems to be the thing right now, man. Everybody's
Yeah,
fucking divided,
hell yeah. I mean,
almost by design. It's
you
weird.
know, like the most I've seen people unified was 9/11.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When those towers, when the planes hit the towers, excuse me, that's when I seen people, black, white, just cool.
we were all just Americans
Yep,
then.
yep, we just chilling. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
Then a couple months went by and it was right back to the bullshit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. It's almost like we have too much access to information and everybody. Like we're not meant to take in all this damn information. It's,
Yeah.
it's almost too much. And the news clearly has an agenda to like
Mhm.
get viewers, so they're gonna put shit on there like it's gonna attract your attention, and usually people are attracted to negativity.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. It's wild, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's That's why I like being busy. Like being busy and doing stuff. It keeps my mind off of negative shit, man. Like I don't got time to entertain it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah, I have no time for the
Yep.
negativity, dude. Like I'm a big believer in like taking audit of the energy that you allow around yourself.
Mhm.
So if somebody isn't, meeting the standard, like you got to cut them out.
Yeah. Yeah. Like even when people be, when people do be throwing shade or hating and stuff like that, I'll see it, but I don't really be tripping off like, all right, bro, like whatever. I gotta go into class or work on some music or what. Like you keep hating while I keep elevating. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you can't control what world they're living. It really has nothing to do with you anyway.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, man. That's why like you just can't take things personal.
Yeah.
Have you read the book? Are you a reader? Do you like
Hmm.
to read, or do you
Yeah.
prefer audiobooks or podcasts, or like what?
Both.
Yeah,
Both.
you're
Yeah.
no.
I like the audio books, man, cause I just be on the move. You know what I mean? So just listen to the audio book, I
Right.
can, what I'm
Just
saying,
put it in
retain
and
that
go do
more.
something too.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you're moving,
Yeah.
especially in the car, right?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
always in the car.
Yeah, man. It's a good move, dude, for
Yeah.
sure. I read this book. It's called The Four Agreements, and
Mm.
it's essentially like if you live by these four agreements, it can just kind of make your life better. And the four agreements are like always do your best, never assume anything, never speak ill of anybody, and then oh well, actually, it's be impeccable with your word. Always do your best.
Mm.
Never assume. What the fuck was the last one? I'm mad at myself for forgetting it.
See, I need to read that book because you're about the third or fourth person that asked me about that book.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I would let you borrow it. I let somebody else borrow it. I'm almost afraid to ask it for it back. I feel like an ass. Hey, bro, did you read that book?
You finish reading that book yet, bro?
Did you think I gave it to you? But what is it? What are the four? I'm mad. I don't know them. What are the four agreements? Oh yeah, be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. That's exactly what I just said to lead into
Mm.
the whole point. Don't make assumptions and always do your best. So like kind of live by those four
Yeah,
agreements
for
and it
sure.
makes it better. So the whole point is don't take anything personally. I
Hmm.
always just try to be like, whatever is happening in this situation, if it is some negative shit, like if I'm not directly causing it, it's usually like I mean, because some people just bullshit follows them, and
Hmm.
that's because of them,
Hmm.
right? And I try to make sure that's not around me. So it's like if you're just like causing throwing some shit my way, there's probably something not right internally with you. Like I
Facts.
can't take that personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because everybody's on their own fucking
Yeah.
their own thing, man.
Usually, man, when somebody got an issue with me, it's definitely something wrong with them. Cause I don't be like I be in my own little world, man.
Yeah,
I be in my own little bubble.
you're
Like,
too busy trying to
yeah,
create
I'll be too. Yeah, I'm trying to leave a
music.
legacy here, man. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
man.
It's like when I'm dead and gone, it's it's a couple things you can remember me by. You know what I'm saying? Like my apparel. My goal is to make that bigger. You know what I'm saying? And my music. And shows and just a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
man.
like that's my goal is to like leave my mark here.
Dude, I mean, it's definitely it's. I'm all about like building a legacy.
Yeah,
Like that's definitely like you can't take it with you, but you can definitely leave a good legacy.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like man, life is long too, man. It's like
Yeah,
if you
it ain't short.
you know what I'm saying? Like in a relative sense, it is, but
Mm,
really it's not.
yeah,
For us, it's like man, you can do a lot if you
yep.
just every day, a little bit every day,
Just
man.
do it, man. I like tell people all the time that they like, man, I want to do this, but I don't know where to start. I'm like, just do it.
Just start.
Just do it.
Yeah. Yep, dude, it's so weird. Like everybody wants to be told what to do.
Mhm.
It's the amount of people who will I'll notice that they will look for a recommendation or they'll ask something on Facebook and it's like, why don't you just Google it?
Mhm.
I don't understand. Or it's like, why are you asking me how to do this thing when like nobody told me how to fucking do it? I just sit
Mhm.
there and I research and I research and I research and I just started doing it.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
I even started writing blogs just so like when people would ask me stupid questions, I'm just like, go to my blog.
That's what's up though. That's what's up, man.
It's like, dude, and really, when I get people like when they're like, "Well, what's your number one advice for podcasts?" I'm like, just do it, just
Mhm.
start.
Yep.
Like the amount of people who I talk to that have either thought about doing a podcast, have the name for their podcast, bought the equipment for their podcast,
Mhm.
and still haven't done shit is astronomical. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I'm just, dude, just start
Yep.
and just keep going.
I told a homegirl that yesterday. She's a musician and she's just sitting on record. She's like, I want to put it out, but I don't know how people gonna feel. Woo, woo, wham. I'm like, just put it out. Just put it out, and then when you put it out, you'll get feedback. If you don't get feedback, then you need to make the next one better. You know what I'm saying? But just put that out, and once you put it out, you'll look at it different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like music. When I'm listening to my music that's unreleased, I'm listening to it from a different aspect. Then once I put it out, I'm listening to it from like a fan's point of view or like a critic.
Is
I'm
that
like,
because it's already done?
yeah.
Yeah, you
And
like
then like once it's out, I don't listen to it no more. Like I'll listen to that first week or two, you know what I'm saying? After that I'm on to something else.
on to
You
the
know what I
next
mean?
one.
Yep.
Yeah, man. What's your process like for creating your music?
Uh man, I get beats and so if I'm working with somebody, you know what I'm saying, like me and T Dub, like we was in the studio, we knocked them songs out together.
Yeah.
Cast an email beats, so we'll, bring beats to the lab, pull them up, and we'll just knock them out.
Yeah. I
we
saw a little clip where you were talking about how y'all compete.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're man, we're very competitive. Like when it comes to like making music, like we
Yeah.
always try to best each other. But that brings out the best. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. Healthy competition is
Yeah.
what creates fucking
Yep.
championships.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
bro.
we're very competitive. Um, but when I just work on my own music, it's just man, I be vibing. I might be at my home studio and work. I write a lot of stuff when I'm like driving. When I'm
Okay.
driving, or even when I'm in class, like I'll it's like weird, man. I could teach and tune them out at like the same time.
It's a special
I'll
skill.
give them answers and I'll be, writing, what I'm saying, some
Okay.
raps down. It's
You just kind
crazy.
of like just kind of freestyle to yourself throughout the day all
Hmm.
the time.
Yeah, and it came like that because I was working like two jobs and all that stuff for a long time, so I had to train myself to really do that to be able
Mm.
to write. You know what I'm saying during the day. So
Okay.
I'm a quick writer. You know what I mean? So like, but now that I have like more time to do so,
Yeah.
it's a little more easier.
Yeah. Now, do you listen to a lot of music, or
Hmm.
are you just more? Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah,
still a fan of music.
yeah.
That's kind of the thing. Like that's kind of like one of the few crafts, or maybe film too. But like you can still do it and consistently still be a fan.
Now, I don't listen to a lot of new music.
Yeah.
It's pretty much like stuff that inspired me when I was
Grow,
coming up.
you
You
just
know what I'm
kind of
saying? Yep. I
go
just
back
listen
to
to the
that
old stuff.
inspiration. So who are you listening to? What are your jams?
Fab, Lil Wayne,
Okay.
Jay, uh, Dipset, Drake, Kendrick. Mostly like instrumentals though. I would drive around and listen to instrumentals. Like even just beats I'm not even rapping off of. I just like listening to beats. Like
Yeah.
now that I'm learning how to produce like myself, I'm listening just to hear like, how they
You're
constructed
studying.
everything. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. One kind of keeps you on that frequency, right? Where you're
Mhm.
constantly in that creative mode.
Yeah.
It matters. Like you work, it's like a muscle. You can work
Yep.
that muscle, man.
Yeah. Man, I don't know, my mind just be all over the place. I'll listen to beats like 1 minute, then I turn on a podcast, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm, reading something or,
Yeah,
this everywhere, man.
yeah, man. There's a few cats out now, man, that I fuck with hard. You listen to Russ?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah. Yeah.
he's just so talented.
His like business mind mindset, man, is
Crazy,
dope.
bro.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I fucks with Russ. I'll listen to like an hour and a half long interview before I listen to like his like music. But that's because
Mm.
I just respect his grind.
Respect that
You know what
mindset
I
and what he
mean?
does.
Like I've sat and listened.
He's
Yeah,
truly self-made.
self-made, bro.
He produces his shit. He
Yep.
mixes. He masters. He sings.
He getting all the royalty checks,
Oh
bro.
my
Just
god,
everything.
he's killing it.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Yep.
Selling out Red Rocks and shit.
Yep.
So Justin went to Red Rocks to watch him.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's funny because he put that in a song, but I only say that because Justin went to watch him. He's like, yeah, I went out there by myself.
Damn. That's dope.
Yeah, he fucks with them hard. And then there's this other new cat, man. His name's Cal Scrooby.
Haven't heard of him.
Bro,
Hard?
his penmanship, his projects, his last two projects, and even some of those before, like, man, he's the future.
I'm gonna check him
He
out.
is fucking good, man. It's this white dude out of Ohio.
Damn.
Fucking good. His flow is sick. I love his creativity. He puts out just bananas content. It's so good. His music videos are fun.
These white dudes be spazzing, bro.
Man, he is so fucking good. He's one of the best I've seen in a long time. I'm
Damn.
so excited about this kid. It's fucking
Damn.
crazy, man. I feel like I'm jocking him crazy hard, but like
Oh, no,
I'm a
no,
big
no, no.
fucking fan of this dude,
No,
man.
let me.
Cal Scrooby, man.
Cal Scrooby.
He lives out in LA. I would really love to sit down with this guy, but I think he's from Cleveland. I was so angry because right as COVID was happening, he finally said I'm gonna go on a tour,
Mhm.
and he went to Kansas City and he came to St. Louis. But I think I went out of town. I can't remember what exactly. I was pretty sure I was out of town doing something,
Damn.
podcasting, doing something different, and I didn't get to see him.
Mhm.
And when he came to St. Louis, I was super disappointed. But then I was like, man, maybe I'll catch like another show, like in like Indy or this fairly like I'll drive to go see the dude because it's like it's. I kind of regret some past times to where like I didn't catch an artist when you could catch them at a more intimate spot, and then they came
When
back
they was
and
on the
they're
come up.
yeah, dude. And like for example, in particular, G-Eazy,
Mm.
he came through and it was I don't know like at the Shade Room or somewhere, just like it was more of an intimate spot. And then next time he came back, he fucking blew up and he's at the Verizon.
He like sold it out too, didn't he?
Dude, it was crazy. Like I went to that, but it was like man, I wish I would have caught this motherfucker like
Yeah.
in an intimate scene. And honestly, man, like I've kind of fell off of him because, like at a certain everybody goes through their own transitions and stuff, but it's like you can tell when somebody's not as hungry anymore,
Yep.
and they're not putting out the same type of shit. And it's like, hey man, like that's you. No disrespect, but that's just not me no more.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna listen to it. So like, I don't listen to him as much. Like, but yeah, man, I wish I would have caught him. So that's why like with Cal Scrooby, I'm like, man. This dude's unsigned.
Mm.
He's just doing his own fucking thing. Like he doesn't want to fuck with the label. Like he's just like, I'm just gonna do it that way.
Shit, you don't need him.
Yeah, you don't. He actually on his story the other day, he just put out a music video, and it was at like I don't know like 70,000 views or something like that, and then he ended up like talking to some guy in like the music industry, and the guy was like, would you like if we did this for you? And he'd be like, yeah, that'd be dope. And basically whatever they did algorithmic wise, they made it so like overnight that thing had like 900,000 views.
Damn.
And then the next day he was like, man, I'm pissed. He's like, I wish I wouldn't even talk to that motherfucker. He's like, I would have got 1 million views anyway, but I wanted to do it the right way. Like he's like, I don't need these motherfuckers to do it. He's like, if it takes longer, it takes longer.
Yep.
He's just so pure hustle.
That's dope.
He's like, fuck these labels.
Hell yeah.
And he's just doing his thing, man. And
It'll help you like just the organic way. You'll know who really fucking with you, and it'll help you appreciate the process more, like that journey.
Yeah, man,
You know what I
man.
mean?
You know, we're just in an amazing time to where you can truly create your own path, especially with music. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like, do you feel that way, or I mean, everybody can produce music. There's not really the middleman, so it can get kind of loud.
It really determines like your hustle, kind of your money too, in order to get, you know what I'm saying, certain placements and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if people fuck with you.
Yeah, it's all networking.
Yep.
Like, how many people can you meet, like, doing the shows,
Yep.
right? So people start fucking building your, I hate how important social media is.
Yeah.
But if you do it right, Instagram followers can equal dollars.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, right?
You know, they got some on Facebook now, like Facebook monetizes, you know, stuff that you put out.
Yeah.
So like the money's there. You just gotta figure out a way to, you know what I'm saying, bring that money in.
Yeah, be smart with your business.
Yes, sir.
Do you read business books or business podcasts, or do you got
Not really. I need to
no?
get started though, you know, because that's a very necessary tool. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's all business at the end of the day.
Yeah,
But like you said, you like to listen to like Russ give
yeah.
an interview. Kind of
Like
you're picking up that way.
uh, brand man Shawn, he's a business uh podcast vlog that
Okay.
gives a lot of insight on what independent artists should like do. So I listen to him, listen to a lot of Nipsey for like interviews and everything.
Man,
Rest in peace to the great man.
dude,
Like,
I'm so disappointed in myself because I didn't really get into him until after he
you
passed.
know what? I didn't either. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
But
I
he was putting people on game for a long time. I
very
judged the
long
book by
time.
its cover, to be honest with you. I'm
Hmm.
like, man. I was like Nipsey Hussle. And at the time when he was coming out, I'm just like, there's not a lot of good newer guys, or maybe I just didn't hear about him in time, and he already been out a little bit. I'm just like, I don't want to fuck with his music.
You know, like
Whatever it
I
was, I judged.
I respected his music. I opened up for him. I just
Oh, you
man,
opened for him? Oh, so you met him?
when he came, I didn't meet him,
Oh, okay.
but I mean like
But
yeah
still, the
yeah
show.
yeah
I mean, you
yeah.
fucking like you.
Opened up for yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
dope.
was pretty dope, man. Like I knew who he was, but like we was talking about earlier, like I be
Yeah,
focused on me
you.
and stuff I got going on.
At the time, he was just a dude.
Mhm.
You're like, cool, man. You got your following. Like, it opened up on your show.
Yep.
Dope. Yep. Because then you get his fans.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good business.
But like even like before he passed,
Yeah,
I respected what he did. Like, okay, yeah, that's dope. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But I just focused on
yeah. I bet now though, you wish you would have met his ass.
and you know what? My cousin
You're focused on you.
worked with him. Like he built his website. He
Really,
went out. He
and you weren't
would
tripping
go
off
out
him.
to not really. You know what I mean?
That's why I said
I'm like, damn.
because it's like you probably could have,
Yep.
but you just weren't tripping off of it.
My cousin was like, you know what, man? I ain't never take you to go see Nipsey. You know, I was like, damn. I wish I would have,
Now you wish.
went out to Cali with you then, because
Yeah, man.
he had took a couple, you know what I'm saying, friends to go, meet him.
Yeah, you're
You
well
know what
plugged
I'm
in, huh?
saying?
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, man.
But he was putting people in game for a long time.
A long time, man.
Yeah.
You wanna know who else that I, started fucking with after he passed? XXX Tentacion.
Really.
Like, man, he's a great artist.
Really.
Yeah,
I
great.
still haven't gotten on to him.
Yeah, bro. Like when you look past all the trolling
Yeah.
and all the, the tabloids and everything, what he did, like his music
Yeah.
was great.
Really.
I think he would have been probably like he would have been that nigga of this generation.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Huh. I
Yeah,
have to check
bro.
him out. Yeah, man. I just love music.
Yeah.
Have you always been into
Always
music your
been a
whole
fan.
life?
Man, before I was listening to rap, I was listening to like WWF, the
Dude,
soundtracks
those
and
the
them. Yeah.
shit.
Like that's what I was listening to, like that, like Tekken, Street Fighter soundtracks and shit. I was into that type of shit.
Okay, so
I
you're
still
always
listen
into
to
music
it.
scores.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I love soundtracks, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, Leo Shefflin or whatever, but he produced the Dirty Harry, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Soundtracks, the Rush Hour theme,
Really?
all type of shit. I be listening to him, you know what I'm saying, driving.
That's dope.
Yeah, yeah, man. So
Man, do you remember what your first like album or CD or whatever it is you bought was?
the first one I bought was Big Willie style.
Was it?
Yep. Big Willie style,
Yeah, I had that one too, man.
bro. Yeah.
That's dope. The first thing I bought was the Friday soundtrack.
Okay. That
Man,
shit was knocking too.
dude, it was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I fucked with that hard, man. Like my favorite song was that "Roll It Up." Light It Up by Cypress Hill.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you can only get that song on that CD
Really?
or one of their other CDs. You can only get it that, and you can't buy only the song. I tried to buy the song. I had to buy the whole soundtrack.
You can't get it on Apple Music or like Spotify now?
No,
like that?
I bought it through Apple Music.
Oh damn, you gotta purchase that mode through Apple Music.
They will not let you buy the individual song.
Damn.
You have to buy the entire album that song is on.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's a dope ass song. It's
It
a
is,
classic, bro.
Yeah, but I fucked with that hard. My mom probably was letting me listen to shit I shouldn't have been whenever I was
Yeah,
younger.
my mom would she would let me listen to it, but it'll be edited. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I was the only kid in like school who had edited, albums, getting
Yeah.
laughed at and stuff. All my friends was like, what we, you know what I'm saying, talking about albums. I was like, that song ain't on my, that song ain't on my CD.
Yeah, dude, bro, my friend when I was a little kid had a I think his parents got like one of the newer Coolio CDs.
Oh
and
wow.
I think there's a song on there. I think I could be making this up. I don't know. No, I can't remember what the fucking name was. Either way, the word "bitch" was in there
Mm-hmm.
significantly, and I liked the song.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out and I bought the album at Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing it was like
Oh
the
yeah.
edited version.
Yep.
I put on the song. I'm like, where the fucking like where the and like I'm the little kid. Like who gives a shit? But like I took the damn thing back.
Hell yeah, I don't want this,
I'm like, this is
man.
what I wanted. Like I didn't know at the time
Mm.
there was edited. I was like, I thought this was just the music.
My mom put me on Front Street. Remember, I don't know if you remember, but it was a Sound Revolution on Lindbergh. So we used to go there to listen to music before we buy it. Like they'll let you listen. So I was
Yeah.
like, Mom, let me get this, tape. She's like, all right. So she was listening to it. She's like, oh no, you can't get this. Is too much cursing in here, baby. They got it. They got to edit the one. You can get that one.
Yeah.
So everybody like looking and laughing. I'm like, man, give me that, man.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. I wouldn't let my kids listen to the shit I was listening to.
Yeah.
Isn't that fucked up?
Nah, no, no.
Hey,
You know
you
what?
know better, you do better.
The older you get, the older I get, the more I appreciate
You're right.
my
It sucks at the
parents.
time, but you know
hmm
why now.
Like I couldn't spend the night over a lot of people's houses.
Yeah.
I had to check in when I got off the bus. At a certain age, I had to be in during the street lights.
Oh yeah,
I
the
had
street
to
lights.
call them and let them know where I was going. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now I appreciate it because kids are getting kidnapped, killed. You know what I'm saying? They're all fucked up, raped.
Dude, you just don't really know, all the danger. People get complacent, man,
hmm
and the safety is an illusion sometimes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes,
hmm
people they get too comfortable, they start slipping.
Yep.
Start motherfucking slipping, man. That's then you get robbed. Then
hmm
you're in an area where you probably shouldn't be. You're a
Yep.
soft target.
Yep.
Gotta keep the head on a swivel, bro.
Yep. And my parents, they'll be like, "What part of the town you going to?" Oh, here. Nah.
Because as a
Nah,
kid,
bro.
you don't think things through. That's
Yep.
the whole your brain's not fully developed, man. You'll
Exactly.
put yourself in some hairy situations real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can think of some things I did as a kid. I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking?
A lot. I'm
Oh
like,
my
man,
God, it
it's like,
seemed
dude, you
like
was fucking tripping.
seemed fine at the time.
Yep. Yeah, man. Like I had my little tough guy phase, and my dad, like he brought me around people, that lived that life, that was in jail or just got out of jail and working at Jack in the Box, you know what I'm saying? They're like, hey bro, like you don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the way you want to go. Like look at me.
Right.
That changed my tune up real quick, like shit.
Were you a fighter growing up? Did you fight?
I fought a handful of times,
I mean, most
you know what
boys
I'm
do.
saying? But I wasn't the one that started it, 'cause
You just finished it, huh?
yeah, so people thought they could pick on me because I look, I'm a happy kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happy, goofy, you know what I mean? But I like help my own though, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Say, I ain't no bitch. Like,
yeah,
don't try me.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
hold it down.
We're in the comics growing up. And the reason I ask is
The
like
who?
I love like comics. Like I
Oh,
love your new artwork that you got out
thank
right.
you,
That's
bro.
so dope.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Not really,
I wasn't
but I
there.
was into cartoons though. You
I
know what I
love
mean?
cartoons. I
Yeah,
still watch cartoons now.
same.
Man, I fucked around and watched the entire Avatar series with my kids.
Is that good?
Man, I love it.
I'm gonna check it out,
Man, it
man.
is so good. It is so good. Like the last Airbender one is good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have like the continuation of that, which is like the Legend of Korra. It's like this
Okay.
whole separate series line, and we watched that together too. I wasn't fucking with that one as hard, but
Mm-hmm.
the original Avatar, the last Airbender,
Mm-hmm.
bro, it's some of the best.
I'm gonna check it out,
It is
bro.
so good. It's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish they could do a live action version the right way. Like, I don't understand why when you adapt to a live version, you have to fuck up the story. Like, the
Yeah.
story was already good.
It's already there.
Like, let's just make that happen.
Man, I pray to God that this Mortal Kombat movie is great. That's the only thing that I like. As far as movies go, that's the only thing that I'm really concerned about. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
really hope that they nail it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They fucked up Tekken. They fucked up Street Fighter.
They made a Tekken movie?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
yeah, man.
I don't even think I heard
It's on
about it.
YouTube.
Really? Oh, okay. Is it a YouTube movie?
Nah, like it
Oh,
like
but you
like
can catch it
it
on
came to
YouTube.
DVD,
Oh,
but
they go straight to DVD? That's
hmm
probably why I never heard about it.
yeah,
Hmm.
they fucked up Dragon Ball
I
Z.
know. Oh, man. I didn't know they made that. You know, it's kind of I never really got into Dragon Ball Z.
Really?
I do,
Oh,
dude.
bruh.
Dude. My brother's into it. I know there's a lot of diehards. I
Yeah,
know, man.
man.
Some of it was, and I didn't realize this at the time because I used to kind of watch Yu-Gi-Oh
Mm,
as a kid,
mm,
and it's like, one little like 15-minute in real time scene will take like
4 hours. Yeah.
6 episodes, seven
Yeah.
episodes. And it's like, what the fuck? I didn't. So
Yeah.
sometimes I thought I missed a whole bunch of shit.
You ain't miss nothing. You ain't miss nothing.
Yeah, man. So like, I'd watch it. I'm just like, oh man, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I can't even get it. I probably could have got into it in that moment
Mm-hmm.
and been totally fine.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna get into it. I bet
Yeah.
I'm sure it's good. I have
Yeah.
all the
You
confidence it
gotta,
is. It's
man.
influenced too much culture not to be.
You would have to really sit down and watch it from the beginning to like really understand it.
Which one's first? Because I know there's like Dragon Ball and there's like Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball.
Okay.
But you can skip that though. I mean, it's a great show,
Yeah.
but you can start at Dragon Ball Z when Goku is a
When
young
he's
man.
okay.
You know what I mean? And that's when he finds out he's a Saiyan. Because
Okay.
when he was a kid, he had a tail. You know what I mean? And turned into a ape and everything. They cut the tail off.
Yeah, I remember
But
that little character. There's like a young dude with a like, he looked like a young Goku, but he had a tail.
flying on the cloud and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah. So when Dragon Ball Z starts, his brother that he never knew he had came down to Earth
Mm.
because Goku was sent to Earth to destroy it. Take over it. You know
So
what I mean?
are the Saiyans like their own race of people?
Yep.
Oh.
It's like a warrior race. So
Oh.
they were born to be in combat.
Okay. Like samurais,
Mhm.
but Saiyans.
But and the main villain at that particular time, Frieza, wiped him out because he was afraid. You know what I'm saying, of
yeah,
that like
that's
race.
that's
Yeah.
like the tallish, like purplish dude with
Mhm.
like the tail.
Yep.
Is his brain kind of exposed? Am I imagining that, or does he just have like a weird head?
He has 4 forms.
Oh,
So one of his forms is super long, like a shark's head.
yeah,
Then he got another one where he's super tall, and his brain, you know what I'm saying, is kind of out there.
yeah.
His final form, he's a midget. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
interesting.
he got like a purple, you know what I'm saying, little thing
little
around
stripe.
his head.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, okay. See, man, it sounds like a fucking.
It's dope, bro. It's dope, man.
You
It's
sold, you
dope.
sold me for real.
It's dope, bro.
Where can you watch it?
You can watch it on Crunchyroll, YouTube.
Yeah.
They got like different anime sites where you can check them out.
Okay, it's not on like any like the major platforms or anything like that, like Netflix or
No,
Hulu
man,
or
when they do put it
Prime
on
or-
Netflix, I'm gonna have a field
Dude,
day.
if they could get the rights to that,
Yeah.
I feel like Netflix is gonna be gone here soon.
Damn, you think so?
I don't know how soon is soon, but I would say within 5 years.
For real?
The reason being, and maybe this is just my own opinion, I know they're doing more and more creating their content.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing with cuties apparently is kind of controversial. That
Yeah.
so who knows who's running the fucking show over there? But
Yeah.
that aside, they lost all of their Disney rights.
Really?
Yeah, man, like Disney, because Disney created their own platform, right? So they pulled all their Marvel shit. I mean, obviously, I think Netflix produced those, like the Daredevil
Yeah.
and Punisher, like those shows. So I think they still maintain that. But all the Disney, all the Marvel, Star Wars, it's all gone. That's all on theirs.
Damn.
DC has their own platform. Just everybody's creating their own platform. So I feel like they're losing rights. They're trying to get shit left and right. And from what I read, I think they're operating at a loss.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
I know they dumped a ton of money into comedy. They were like the place for comedy for a long time.
Yeah, they've been uploading like a lot of old shows.
Yeah, yeah. See, I think they're trying to buy up old catalogs and shit. So I wonder how long they're really going to last. Like, I'm not a big fan of Prime, but I mean, we have it because I have Amazon Prime, and
Yeah, I don't really fuck with Prime
They
either.
don't really fuck with it too much, but they got a couple good shows on there actually.
You would watch The Boys?
I do. No, I haven't watched season 2 yet though. I heard they're doing that week by week.
So I'm gonna have to tell you like offline on where to watch it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? 'Cause
You got the link?
I got the link. Bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on. Yeah. So I feel like they're doing okay. I don't think they're doing enough to maybe steal a lot of market share, but it's still an option.
Yeah.
And then like Hulu.
I ain't really a big fan of Hulu.
I'm
either,
not a
bro.
big fan, but they do have Rick and Morty, and they have a massive following on Rick and Morty.
They do.
Apparently, they have a few other shows that they like, but I'm just saying, if I'm just looking at the options that are out there, I mean,
Yeah.
there's plenty of options for content. Every damn movie channel has their own
Facts.
one, so it's just like, I gotta wonder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they will,
Yeah.
but nobody ever would have thought Blockbuster went away either.
I know.
All right,
I fuck with Blockbuster heavy too, man.
man, there was nothing like when you're a little kid and you got to go to the fucking movies.
Yep.
Especially if you like stayed home sick from school or
Hell
something.
yeah.
Bro, and you had to go pick a movie. It's
Yep.
physically there.
Mhm.
Shit, bro.
Or
you
like
feel it?
get a video game.
Bro.
Like
sit all day in your room playing games.
kids now would never get to experience that joy of a Nintendo or a Sega, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And, playing those old school games. I take that back because Walmart has like a little, what I'm saying, system where you can play them games
Yeah,
now.
it's not up there right now. I actually have one of those little Atari.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean everything's just a computer, so
yeah,
like they can make it happen, but it's
yeah,
still not the same.
yeah. Just that, like, I,
They don't
I
get to
still
blow in the
have my
cartridge.
Sega and all that, bro. I still got my Dreamcast,
Yeah,
Nintendo
Dreamcast.
64.
You play that GoldenEye?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that and WWF No Mercy.
No Mercy.
Yeah.
Wrestling was so cool as a kid.
Yep.
You couldn't tell me it wasn't real growing up.
I would fight you.
I was so disappointed. And
Yeah.
here's the thing though. It is predetermined.
Hmm.
It's choreographed, but you cannot fake gravity.
Yeah.
That shit hurts.
Oh yeah.
Those dudes put their bodies on the line, dude.
Damn near every day.
It's entertainment. It set the foundation for what MMA is today,
Hmm.
right? I mean, the model that Vince McMahon created.
Yeah.
So man, I used to love wrestling, bro. The
Bro,
Rock was my dude, boy.
who your top five? Like your top five favorite wrestlers?
Oh man, I've never really thought about this to be honest with you.
Straight.
I grew up in the Attitude Era,
Same.
right? So I actually used to watch WCW first,
Okay.
and then I went over to WWF.
Hmm. You know what? I did too, bro. Like when we got cable, the first thing I seen was Hulk Hogan as a bag. I'm like, damn, that's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, he was
And he was a bag.
NWO
Like they
and
was
shit.
throwing trash at him. I was like, damn, this is interesting.
Crazy shit,
What
dude.
the fuck?
I used to love WCW,
Yeah.
bro. So like growing up, I would have to say my all-time favorite wrestler is probably The Rock.
Yeah.
Like that's just like my man crush.
Mhm.
Like I don't think I'd really get too starstruck about anybody, but probably him. And he's just such a big ass persona.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: even though as I'm getting older now, and fortunately through like podcasts, like you get to connect with people, and you just kind of realize people are people.
Yeah.
So I maybe not so much now, but The Rock.
Hmm.
I used to love the Red Sting.
Oh, NWO Wolfpack thing.
I love
Yeah.
the Wolfpack,
Yeah.
dude.
Wolfpack was them
That
guys,
was my
bro.
motherfuckers, boy.
Oh.
That black and red.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. Yeah, like I loved him. Dude, I really liked Mick Foley.
Hey man, that dude could take an ass whooping.
Dude, he was crazy,
Yeah.
man. Like all of his matches were super entertaining, and I really loved the battles between him and The Rock.
Yeah.
Growing up, like that whole Mr. Sacco thing, he fucking throw that motherfucker in your mouth, bro.
He said, man, you had this shit in your pants, man. You
Oh.
sticking that in my mouth.
Bro,
We be fighting.
so nasty, so nasty. I really liked X Pac.
X-Pac, yeah.
Man, you could catch me.
X-Pac was my guy, man.
Dude, he was so fun. And then, man, like, man, who would be like a good? I loved so fucking many. I really liked fucking. It may be kind of a little bit of a tie. They're actually both in opposite organizations. So I really like DDP.
Okay.
Diamond Dallas. I love
Okay.
the bang.
Okay.
And then, but I also fuck with Stone Cold, man. Like,
That's my guy.
man, Stone Cold, beer chugging motherfucker. I like Stone Cold today as just a human being.
Yeah.
He's just a cool motherfucker, dude.
He seemed like he'll be the perfect dude to chill and drink beers with and just talk.
Just a good dude, man. Just
Yeah.
but he fucking Stone Cold starter. These
Yep.
are your fucking fat.
Beating his boss's ass.
Yeah,
and all
bro.
that. You know,
Toss
man,
me my beers.
Right. Man, fuck my boss, man.
Yeah.
My beer. I'm
Yeah,
on the
man.
job.
Those are probably the top ones for me, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, man. What about you?
I had to say Shawn Michaels. That's my favorite
Okay.
of all time.
Okay.
The Rock. I think Shawn Michaels is the best in-ring entertainer to me, but The Rock just the best entertainer, like just the mic and all
Everything. He cut promos like no one
that.
else.
Stone Cold, Triple H, who else, man? I have to say maybe, that's a tough one. Shawn Michaels, The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, maybe probably Sting.
Sting?
Yeah, Sting was pretty dope, man.
Man, he was around for a long time.
Yeah.
He went through a few different costume changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the little, the little fade with the little box. Then he turned into the Crow. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? All
Yeah.
that shit, yeah. We never got to see Sting versus the Undertaker, man,
Nope, never
or
happened, did
Sting
it?
versus Shawn Michaels.
Man, I didn't know that.
Yep.
I would have thought they crossed paths.
Nope.
Man,
They never got around to it. I was watching some on YouTube, and they said Sting and the Undertaker was supposed to go at it
really?
at a WrestleMania, but like something happened to where they didn't, sign the contract.
That's interesting. I
Yeah.
wonder why they wouldn't make that one happen.
That would have been crazy. It's If you go on YouTube, it's man, I was just randomly like it just randomly popped up, but it was like a wrestling, did you know?
Hmm.
But they was talking about all the matches that was supposed to happen at WrestleMania that didn't happen. They
Oh,
had some dope ass matches, bro.
really?
Hell yeah.
Dang, like who else? Do you remember
I
any
think
other
like
ones?
Stone Cold versus like Goldberg, or like
Yes.
Stone Cold versus CM Punk.
That'd be funny.
Um, them three though, Stone Cold versus CM Punk, Goldberg, and
Yeah,
Sting versus the Undertaker
those
was
are the
like the
big ones
main.
that,
Yeah,
yeah. Dude, back in the day when Goldberg came on the scene,
yeah.
he was something else. I remember I was a little kid, and you know where Farmington, Missouri is.
Hmm.
So Goldberg came to like the J.C. Penney there.
For real.
Yeah, and so like everybody came the fuck out to try to like meet him and get an autograph and
Mm.
shit. I remember I stood in line all day and I didn't get to meet him. I was
Damn,
so heartbroken.
damn. That's all bad, man.
But it is what it is, man. It's like, dude, disappointment like builds character in life, though. It is what it is. But like,
Yeah.
he's an exceptional athlete too.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I didn't ever you buy into the persona so much as a kid
Hmm.
that sometimes you don't realize that these guys are just people. Like,
Yep.
I didn't realize that he was an awesome football player,
Damn.
and I think he maybe got hurt and just like didn't make it to that next level,
Mm.
and then he went into
Wrestling.
wrestling. Same thing with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think he is a pretty exceptional football player as
For
well.
real.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. So like these guys are legitimate athletes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I really loved the whole storyline with like the Undertaker and his brother Kane.
Yeah.
I really thought they were brothers.
I did, man. I
you,
believe so much stuff.
you couldn't tell me
growing
he
up.
wasn't burned.
Yep. I was like, damn, Kane, why you do that? You know what I'm saying? I used to be like straight, like hurt.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was I was a little kid, and my mom sent me to this like YMCA after school care and
Mhm.
like summer camps, and one of the counselors was like, that's not real, right? He's not really burned. No, my boyfriend saw him in the gym in St. Louis, and he didn't have like she was just like trying to ruin it for me.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, no, it's not. It's real.
Right.
Why you telling me that,
Right,
man?
man.
Trying to just ruin dreams,
That shit,
man. Trying
man.
to tell me there's no Santa.
Damn. My dad told me it was no Santa. Like, we was driving like one day. He's like, yeah, Santa ain't real, right?
How old
I'm
were you?
like, I was probably like 10.
Fuck.
I was like, I was like, damn, bro. I was like,
Fucked you up, huh?
yeah, I buy you presents.
That's so fun.
Like,
I knew there was no Santa from a very early age. One time I woke up, I was probably 6 years old, man.
mhm.
Walked in there, it was my mom and my soon-to-be stepdad. He was my stepdad. They were just dating. They were in there wrapping presents and shit. I made up an excuse for him. I was like, "Oh, you guys are wrapping presents for Santa, aren't you?" They're like, "Yeah, that's what we're doing." I went to bed, but then like eventually my mom's like, "No, like." I would wrap the presents for my mom, for like my brother and everybody. I
Mhm.
was doing all the wrapping. I knew
Yeah.
that. I was like, I knew there's no fucking Santa.
Hell yeah. After a while, like, I knew where they hid the like one day I had randomly I was looking for something, and I went in my mama's like closet, and I seen like my PlayStation 2 and all that. I was like, okay, so this why they be hiding our gifts every year.
You stumbled upon
Mhm.
it. That's a find right there.
Yep.
That's gold as a
Yeah,
kid.
I ain't say nothing though, but like she'd be like, man, you keep on playing, you ain't getting them for Christmas. I'd be like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, right. You
Right,
already
okay.
got it.
Sorry, mom.
I know what you got on Black
Mhm.
Friday.
Right.
It's cheaper. Dude, there's nothing like the anticipation of Christmas as a
I
kid.
couldn't sleep.
That and the first day of school.
Yep.
Got your new
Had my
clothes.
clothes like right here next to me.
Yeah, bro. Can't wait for everybody seeing your new shoes.
I'm gonna kill him. Kill him.
Man, those were the days, boy.
Hell yeah, bro. I miss them days, man. Now I don't even get excited I don't get excited to get up like nothing.
Yeah. The
I just
holidays
be
aren't the
like-
same as they used to be.
Unless I'm going on like a trip, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I can't sleep then.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on the plane.
Do you do a lot of traveling?
I'm about to get back to it, man.
Yeah.
This year, my goal is to make a trip every 2 months.
Okay.
So I went to Kansas City. I had a show in Chicago. I was gonna go to LA.
Yeah.
COVID.
Fucked it all up, dude.
Yeah, COVID.
Dude,
But
yeah.
I'm going. My birthday is October 5th, so next week I'm going to Miami. You know,
Oh,
to
nice.
chill, work on some music. You know what I'm saying?
That'd
And
be good inspiration.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Florida, it's not my favorite place. I'm
straight
going there, like I said, I'm going to Orlando
for
here
the
in a
fight.
couple weeks. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, but it's not my favorite place.
Hmm.
There's nothing. I don't have anything wrong. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful beaches.
Hmm.
Especially Miami. Like, there's a lot of cool shit to do down
This is my
there.
first time going.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I went down to it was just for a few days. I didn't get to check out as much as I'd like to. I wouldn't mind going back to Miami exploring some more. I was
Hmm.
like more in like the Fort Lauderdale, and then I do. I have a guy that I know who I went to college with, so I kind of checked him out in Miami a little bit, and
Hmm.
it's cool. The beaches are much nicer I found in Florida than they are, say, like California, for
Okay.
example, if we're
Yeah.
talking coasts.
Hmm.
I'm sure there's some nice beaches in Florida. I just haven't been there, but in general, as a whole, I bet there's a whole lot more nice
Oh
beaches,
yeah.
and just the water's a little bit nicer there.
Hmm.
But dude, I don't dig the flatness. I
Hmm.
don't dig. I don't dig the idea of all these lizards and.
They got lizards out there.
Oh, there's a lot of lizards
Oh
there,
shit.
but then they have alligators. I don't want to live next to alligators.
Fuck
I
no.
don't fuck with boa constrictors. The Everglades, there's a lot of wildlife in there,
Trips.
big ass bugs and shit. And then also, like I said, did I say it's flat? It's
Hmm.
very flat. I don't like flat.
Hmm.
But then also, I found, and maybe this is just me being critical of my own assumption. And
Hmm.
again, fuck Florida, I don't care. But I found just maybe because I'm just a little so chill, but the people are just a little bit more abrasive than I would
For real.
like. Yeah, I mean, well, and I'm just speculating, but there are a lot of northeastern people who
Okay.
retire there.
Mm.
I'd never heard as much the excessive use of horns
Mm.
as whenever I was in Miami. Bro, you'd be at the light, turn green, honk. 1 second.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
Damn.
the excessive use of horns is very real down there.
That's
So
crazy.
it's not my favorite place, but
Yeah, my,
to each their own. Some people, my sister lives in St. Petersburg. She
She
loves
does.
it. She loves it.
hmm I like. I want to just be able to just travel, man. Just to travel everywhere. You know what I mean, and just see how different, you know what I'm saying, states and operate and the, you know what I'm saying, the way of life there.
Expand your horizons,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah.
this is your first time going to Miami,
Yeah.
Florida in general?
I went to Orlando like as a
Okay,
kid to
yeah.
Disneyland,
Okay.
but yeah, this is my first time going to Miami, but Florida just as a adult.
As an adult, it's a whole
Mhm.
different experience,
Yep.
right? Yeah. Dude, that's dope, man.
Yeah, Cali, I go there all the time. You
I
know
love
what I mean?
California.
I love it.
I love the vibe.
It's just high as a motherfucker though.
Oh, dude, I took a month break and then I went out there
Mhm.
and I got higher than I'd ever been in my entire life.
For real.
It was so bad.
Damn.
At one point, so my boy who I went to high school with lives out there,
Mhm.
and he was throwing like a smoke session and then like an album release party,
Oh, dope.
and just the cones just kept going around. The blunts were going. I'm smoking, and then like next thing I know, it this girl had some motherfucking. she brings out the dabs.
Oh
I
shit.
took a motherfucking dab. I had to sit down. I
Now,
was too damn high.
with the dab, do you smoke the dabs? I never done a dab.
So I inhaled it probably more than they said you're supposed to do. I was like, they're like, you're just supposed to just like a deep inhale and quick exhale, and I held it because I'm a fucking Hoosier, and that's what I do. That's what I've always smoked. I take big hits and I inhale that shit and hold it. Like that's what I did. Either way, I took that shit, bro. And it's not the first time I had ever done, but I was already so high.
Yeah.
I got too damn high. I started sweating.
Damn.
Had to sit down. I couldn't talk to anybody. I just
Really?
sat there in this booth. I'm just like.
Press record.
I'm just trying to stay awake. I was just trying to stay awake, man. I was just feeling the vibe. I was just vibing at that point.
Damn.
I was just too high. It was good though. Good times. People were so generous.
The highest I've ever gotten was when I didn't smoke. I had like I got a contact.
Oh really?
I was like in 8th grade or 9th grade. I was just like my homies was smoking, and I was just inhaling it. You know what I mean? Then I was walking home, and I was like stumbling, and it just looked like the street looked funny. And I just got home and just ate everything in the fridge. Like I think I ate half a whole watermelon, half a watermelon. I ate most of the barbecue my mom cooked. I was just hungry. The munchies like a mug,
Sounds
man.
good.
It was great.
There's nothing like those first times when you're younger.
Yeah.
I've been smoking since I was 14 years old.
Straight.
Yeah.
Dang.
Started young, bro. Started young. You know, it pisses me off though because there's this whole stigma around it.
Mhm.
All growing up, like, and even now, like
Yeah.
people who aren't as educated on, like, there's nothing negative about it. I was a very high level athlete.
You know, most people I don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't smoke it. I'm more of like a drinker. I would drink like wine or
Okay.
alcohol.
Yeah, to each their own.
But people that I know that smoke, man, they smart as a whip. Very intelligent. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
there's just a lot of misinformation and propaganda surrounding the cannabis plant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people always like to make the comparison of like cannabis and alcohol, but
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, cannabis actually has improved a lot of people's health,
Mm-hmm.
not break it down. And you can't say the same for alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I'm just of the thought process of like, let's just let every motherfucker live.
For sure.
Nobody should be going to jail for drugs. That's crazy. You
That
shouldn't be
shit.
losing your life. That should be a public health concern. You know what I'm saying? We should be getting people help if they really want to. If they're having issues with hard substances, we should help these people. We shouldn't lock them up.
Facts.
People shouldn't be going to jail for a motherfucking plant that grows all over the world.
Think of all the people that went to jail for selling weed and now they legalizing weed.
And not only that, during this shutdown shit, it became an essential business.
Mm-hmm.
Essential. That
Yep.
means they were not going to stop selling weed, but we still got people in jail for that.
Yep.
That's crazy, and that's such a burden. Again, going back to you ruin your whole fucking life, like because that's always on there.
Yep.
And it's like we're keeping all these non-violent drug offenders in jail for what? Like that's a burden on the system itself as far as taxpayer dollars go.
Yep.
But that's what happens when you have a privatized penal system, man. You got to have growth. It's profit. People going to jail is profitable.
That's money.
It's fucked up.
Big money.
That's so fucked up, man.
Yeah, man. The whole system just fucked.
There just needs to be so much changed. And in my mind, it's all so simple.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole process isn't simple, and I don't know why it can't be simple sometimes. It's like it's easy to pass new laws, it's hard to get rid of laws, and it's like people make laws and they fucking they slip in all these other clauses and shit, and it's all agenda.
Yep.
Like why?
That's all it is. Like it's all these laws and clauses and stuff. It's just to help them. You know what I mean?
It's so obvious to most people, yet we still allow it to happen.
Yep.
Like, you know, I was listening to Joe Rogan and Edward Snowden.
I love Joe Rogan.
Yeah, man, he's a master.
Yeah.
He really, really is. I always hesitate whenever I'm you know, trying to schedule people as a guest. And if they don't know who I am, like, how do you, introduce yourself and break in? And like, I never want to explain my podcast. Like in my mind, it would be more simply like, kind of think of Joe Rogan as far as I do try to keep a relaxed conversation.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, if you see a successful business model, it's okay to emulate that.
For sure.
It doesn't mean I'm trying to be like Joe Rogan, but so I try to avoid using that as an explanation. But at the end of the day, man, I listen to his shit and I study it, and
Yeah.
like I'm a huge fan of his, and he's doing it right.
Yeah.
But he was talking to Edward Snowden, and this is the first conversation because they just had a second one pretty recently. Edward Snowden had made the comment of how we're at this place to where politicians, there's a political class. They are their own class of people, separate from all the other citizens. And dude, they're just humans, man. They're gonna do things in their own best interest, and it's evident. And it's like we allow it to happen. It's almost like we're at this place now where there's the governed and the governors, and it's fucked up, man.
It is, bro. It's I don't know. It's like you were saying earlier. It's just a lot of things that they need to change.
Yeah.
You know what
Do
I
you
mean?
follow politics or anything? I don't like
Not
to talk
for real,
about
bro.
it.
Like,
It's hard to keep up with, especially when you're trying to
it's a lot,
produce your own
yeah.
shit, man.
It's a lot, bro.
It's like wrestling.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like I don't follow it as much, but when people talk about it, like I don't mind talking,
Yeah.
But it's just I'm not as informed on like all the bills
Me
or
neither.
things going on, with the presidency and
Right.
things like that. Which I need to.
I sometimes
Be
wish
more
I was
informed on.
more informed on it, right?
Mhm.
Like, it's important, especially
Yeah.
as you get older.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
but yeah, I'll be like, man, hey,
Well, when you're always trying to produce your own shit, at the end of the day, sometimes I just tell myself, and I feel like I cut you off, Senegal.
No,
Sorry
no,
about
sure.
that. I feel like when you're trying to produce something and build something,
Mm-hmm.
it's like whatever happens on Capitol Hill or whatever, like, is it really going to affect me? To a degree, absolutely. I'm a part of this country,
Yeah.
especially with this mad shutdown shit.
Mhm.
Like, things are fucking crazy. It's affecting everybody right now. But it's like, typically, if the system was continuing to work the way it was, it's like, man, you can either get distracted by that bullshit or you can just focus on yourself and try to build something.
Yep.
Because that machine is going to keep going regardless.
Yep.
and I'm on the micro scale in my life, I can change what I'm doing now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta focus on this
To be honest, bro, this 2020 has been the best year
for productivity.
for productivity, bro. Like this is I've gotten more rest than I've ever gotten in my adult life. I felt like I've been extremely productive, musically, everything, especially like fitness. You know what I'm saying? I really got to work out every day, go run, train. Uh, this was just a good year for me to get my mind right.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
dude, it's all about making a decision,
Yep.
right? It's like everybody has the same time.
Yep.
Everything's slowed down for everybody.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are you gonna do at this time?
Man, a lot of people got big during this quarantine.
Let themselves go, man. They start slacking.
Man, I'll be like, God damn, like,
Yeah,
what you what you been doing?
eating everything,
Man, eating, bro.
fucking Netflix and broke.
Man, it's like this was the perfect time for people to really get in shape or
You had a decision to
yeah,
make.
yeah.
Like, did you want to be better or do you want to get worse? There's
Man,
no staying still.
no, nah, man, bro, it was just bad.
But here's the beauty: like, you always have, you can change the
Oh
momentum
yeah,
at
for
any
sure.
time, right?
Yeah,
It's like, but fuck,
you just got to do it.
yeah.
Just got to do it.
Every day, man. That's why I was telling you beforehand. Like, I started the 75 Hard program.
Hmm.
So Andy Frisella, he owns a company called several. He actually owns several companies. He's
Hmm.
like one of the top entrepreneurs in the world, dude.
Dope.
Dude, they just released top speakers in the world. He's like number 15 in the world speaking,
Hmm.
and he owns. You familiar with Supplement Superstores?
Hmm.
That's his first company.
Oh shit.
And he owns First Form, and he owns several other companies. And it's weird because like I've known Andy for over 10 years. I actually worked for him back in 2009, 2010,
Dope.
before he was this massive human like celebrity entrepreneur type thing. So and I've had him on the podcast. We have a great conversation.
Hmm.
Fuck, dude, where's my original point, bro? Oh, he created. I got it back. So he created this program called 75 Hard, and like I was telling you, 75 days. You do those tasks. If you miss it, then again, just for the listeners, they're probably like, this motherfucker's talking about 75 Hard again. But you read 10 pages a day because it's a mental toughness program. It's not just a fitness challenge. It's a mental tough because it sucks doing anything for 75 days straight.
Yeah.
No exceptions. And so read a book, so 10 pages a day. Like a physical book has to be like business related or self-development, like nonfiction. Two 45-minute workouts. They can't be back to back, they have to be separated. So you have to
Okay.
make two deliberate workouts, but they're 45 minutes and one has to be outside. You drink a gallon of water every day. You pick a diet, whatever diet you choose, the diet, but you follow it. No cheat meals, no alcohol.
Damn.
And then you take a progress pick.
Okay.
And the progress pick is because it's like, well, one, when you see yourself every day, you may not see the changes.
Yeah.
And then also, it's just like one little tedious thing. You got to pay attention to details because details matter.
Mm-hmm.
So you do those 5 things every day for 75 days. If you miss any one of those, you failed the day, you go back to day 1. So it's 75 days straight. Now, this is a part of a larger program that he created called is the Live Hard program. So
Right.
it's 75 hard, and then there's 3 additional 30-day phases. And like phase 1 has its own task, and then like so it's like you can roll right into phase 1 if you want, or you can take a break. But either way, it's 30 days. That's the 75 hard task, and then you add a 5-minute cold shower. You add 10 minutes of visualization. And then Andy he has this concept called a power list, which essentially you take 5 critical tasks to work towards your goal. And you do that every day. And
Dope.
it's like kind of how you win the day. Just like
Okay.
it's like a checklist. So you actually add 3 additional tasks to the power list. So you have 8 power list tasks every day.
Okay.
And then that makes up phase 1. So I just finished last Thursday was my last day. I finished 75 hard. I did 75 hard last year, and then so I did it again this year, because, at the beginning of the shutdown, I was kind of like, I kind of fell into that same thing as everybody else, just fucking watching Netflix.
Yeah.
Like my jiu-jitsu gym got closed for a couple months. It's like I just kind of was not doing what I needed to be doing, and I knew I wasn't doing what I needed to be doing. So I had to be honest with myself. I'm like, you know what, man? the best I was whenever I did 75 hard last year. Like everything was just operating on all
That's
cylinders.
dope, man.
So I did it. I just rolled into phase one. I'm on like day 5 or 6 or something like that right now.
Hmm.
And I kind of plan it this way because going into pans, like I just feel sharper than ever. Like I said, I'm kind of a little more confrontational right now, but like I'm just fucking on point, bro. Like I'm in the best shape I've ever been.
Damn.
I've just been. I'm just feeling
I'm gonna
like
try it out.
I'm just operating at my all-time high. And like the thing is, whenever you get more mentally tough, and when you do operate at that level, you kind of tap into this dark place. At least I do a little bit,
Hmm.
and you don't have patience for people's bullshit. None. I have no problem with me being more confrontational. I have no problem calling you on your shit and telling
Hmm.
you what the fuck I think.
Hmm.
I just don't.
Yeah.
And more, I'm usually a little bit more laid back and kind of chill, but like I'm just operating on this level. So
Yeah.
I'm doing phase one right now, which is 30 days. And then after phase one, you have to take a 30-day break,
Okay.
at least 30 days before
Mm.
you can go into phase two. And
Okay.
that's because it's like, it's easy to get the momentum and like kind of, and it's like, well, now we got to take the training wheels off. We want to see, did you really ingrain this? For those 30 days, it's up to you what you do, but you're
Mm.
not on the program.
Mm.
So if you want to go off your diet, you can. If you don't want to work out, you don't have to. If you don't want to read, you don't have to.
Mm.
It's up to you.
So it's kind of like a test.
Yeah, man. He very specifically developed the program. So after 30 days, then you can do phase two, which is again another 30-day set, and you can wait as long as you want. And phase two is just 75 hard again, but only for 30 days.
Okay.
So just the 5 tasks for 30 days. After you do phase two, phase three, the very last phase. So the overall Live Hard program is a year long
Okay.
if you decide to do it. So it's like day one is when you start 75 hard, and then day 365 is the day right before your anniversary.
Dope.
So you can't do phase three
Mm-hmm.
until the very last month of that year.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I can't remember what the tasks are. There's a few different ones. I know one is like you have to have a conversation with a stranger every day,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to do like a random act of kindness.
Mm.
And there's like the 75 hard tasks, and I think that might be there. I don't remember, but it's like this overall like mental toughness year long program. So I'm doing that, and
Yeah.
my whole point is just like, man, I'm just trying to be sharp on my shit.
Are you a people person?
Not naturally.
Okay.
Not naturally. That's actually part of the reason why I started this podcast.
Okay.
I don't naturally have empathy. I'm kind of more
Just like it is what it is.
it is what it is. I'm kind of more introverted.
Mm-hmm.
Being an athlete
Mm-hmm.
for so long, especially in an individual pursuit, like you have your teammates and stuff, but it's still very individual. I spend a lot of time alone,
Mm-hmm.
like especially doing this. Like you're always working on the computer or something, or whenever I was fighting, I'm running, I'm in the gym, I'm training. It's very individual pursuit. And I had my son whenever I was a sophomore in college. So I was 20 years old when I had my son.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have made some better decisions, but like I had my son when I was 20, my daughter when I was 22.
Mm-hmm.
I was married and I got divorced, and
Mm-hmm.
they're 10 and 12 now. But like I grew up very quick.
Yeah.
And dude, I want to be respectful of your time. We're at an hour and a half right now.
You straight, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Try to be respectful of
Yeah,
your time.
Yeah, we jamming.
All right, right on. So, I just, because of that, I'm just like, heck, man, like, I went to college full time. I still graduated within 4 years.
It's dope.
I did stop wrestling in college, but like I was working full time.
Mm-hmm.
I did start fighting while I had that itch to compete.
Yeah.
So I just went from wrestling right into fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So I was training full time as much as I could, like every fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
I was working. I was a father. Like whenever there's a lot going on in my life, I love that. I love the chaos.
Yeah.
Like that's how I work. I need a lot of things going on.
That's how I am, bro. Like people don't understand it, you know what I mean? But that keeps me focused,
Yeah,
keeps me motivated, and it keeps me busy.
dude. Yeah, idle time is the devil's workshop.
Cause when I get idle time, I don't be tripping, but I'll just spend a lot of time not doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So with the whole pandemic, I did spend a lot of time like resting, you know what I'm saying, sleeping or just lounge around the house and watch TV, you know what I'm saying? Which was cool, you know what I'm saying? Cuz I don't get to do that. But I was still productive. I still got my work and stuff in, but I spent a lot of time like, just not doing nothing. But
Yeah.
sometimes that's good though. Like you can't always work. Like you gotta
You
you gotta
rest.
enjoy yourself, man, sometime. And that's one thing that I'm really gonna start doing more, as I'm older. I'm 32 now, so like
Oh, we're the same age.
yeah. So 32, I wanna enjoy life, man. Like, travel more and just have fun. Like when I say like, I like work, like I'm a grinder. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right. Once you're passionate, it don't feel like work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're just doing.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I get that.
Yeah. So I like want to just not all the time, but just take some time where I just go chill. You know what I'm saying?
Recharge.
Yep.
Dude, recovery and rest is so important.
Mhm.
It's in like in the literal sense, like when you're sleeping,
Mhm.
like that's when all the gains are made. Like
Yep.
it's not from working out. Like that's when you create all the trauma and the tears. Your body recovers at night. That's when you get stronger.
Mm.
That's when you learn. That's when your body starts encoding the things the information that you took in.
Mm.
So how well you recover is literally how much better do you want to be?
Right.
How good is your recovery?
Mhm.
So it's important for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, like I don't feel sorry for people because I had all that shit. I was like, oh, I'm getting my shit done. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So with this podcast, I'm like, man, like I feel like empathy is so important. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we all need each other.
Mhm.
People are fucking awesome. People are rad. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, I want to fucking connect with people, man. I want to develop this empathy thing. And like, this is the way to do it. Like, I love podcasting. I was a fan first
Mhm.
because there's a podcast for any interest.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, well, let me sit down and connect with people, man.
Mhm.
Like, gain that empathy. You know what I'm saying? Like, build my own thing. I just took all my energy from fighting and went headfirst into this,
Yeah.
building this brand, doing this thing.
Yeah. And man, that like you said, you was trying to, what I'm saying, be more social.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
just
not naturally
if I
social.
ain't asked you that question, I wouldn't have known you was a, what I'm saying, an introvert and didn't like to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm over here
the
talking your fucking
conversations,
ears
what I'm
off.
saying, is flowing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But that's good though.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And this is one of your passions, so
yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I think if for anybody listening, it just kind of like lets you know that you can develop any skill.
facts.
You just have to be willing to suck in the beginning.
Yep.
You'll get better.
Oh, bro,
Just keep moving.
ooh, man, like I'm still nowhere where I want to be with like fighting, but when I first started,
Yeah,
my first time sparring, I almost got my arm broke.
really,
Yeah, man, like my shoulder's still like
really.
messed up.
Tap early, tap often.
Yep. Yep. I didn't know like I was supposed to like, tap right off the bat.
Mm,
I was trying to
get out of
pull
it.
back. He put me in a triangle and yanked back.
He's
I
probably,
heard a, I was like, oh.
he's probably a little bit of an asshole though.
Yeah, man.
Not maybe not on purpose.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like tough love.
He might not have been very experienced either. Who was it?
Nah, he was his name is Steve something. Like he like fought too. He been
Steve
a fight.
Ward,
Nah,
white guy,
white guy, but
bald head. You
he
sure it
had
wasn't Steve Ward? He
I don't
trains with
know.
me now. That's why I asked.
Okay, I
Super.
don't
I
know.
like Steve.
He has a low cut though.
Uh,
I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna find out his last name. I'm gonna shoot it to
I bet
you.
it's Ward.
But
If he
yeah,
used to fight, I bet. I bet. Oh, Steve's a nice guy.
yeah.
He's a crazy athlete. We should fuck around sometime.
For sure, bro. I would love to learn, man. Like
Yeah.
I like want to learn. I'm supposed to meet up with Justin one of these days and
Oh
train
yeah.
with him. He said, "Yeah, man. Like
Come on in,
what
buddy.
you're doing is cool, man. But you need to come swim with the sharks."
He's not lying, bro. There's levels to this.
Yeah.
No offense to your gym.
That's what he told me. He said, "Yeah, man. It's a levels, bro."
Well, at the end of the day, man, like we legitimately do have one of the best martial art gyms in the country.
Oh wow.
Like we have put out, like Mike Rogers specifically has put into high level organizations a lot of. He was Tyron Woodley's original coach.
Mm.
They kind of they split ways and kind of fell out back in the day, but he was with him in all his Strike Force fights. He was his high school wrestling coach. So
Oh wow.
he was there in the beginning, like all Strike Force. I think maybe one UFC, maybe I can't remember. Maybe he didn't corner him in the UFC. They might have split ways right as that was going. But we used to have a guy by Matt Ricehouse when he fought on Strike Force, and Strike Force was huge. Dude, who else started with us? Andrew Sanchez, who currently fights in the UFC, started with us. The problem is we get a lot of people in the UFC and then they leave. Dude, I've trained with so many people in the UFC over here. We've had Corey Anderson come in, Michael Johnson, Michael Chandler, obviously Tyron Woodley. Dude, just countless fucking high level. Zach Cummings has come in there. He currently fights in the UFC. He owns a gym in Kansas City, Glory MMA. So, like, dude, we just, like, it was the place for people to come. Jake Ellenberger, who had a long career in there, like, people would come in and train with us.
You know Marco Hutch?
I don't think I do.
He goes by the name Afro Samurai, but
Oh.
he's an up and coming like fighter too. He's
Oh.
had a couple fights. Black guy, like my skin complexion,
Uh-huh.
about your height, maybe a little shorter. Has
Really?
an afro.
What weight class do you know?
I don't know,
Oh, okay.
but he's probably like he might be around your height. I mean
Oh.
your like weight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's pretty dope though.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
A current UFC fighter who I hesitate even saying. I don't want to say it. Never mind. It's bad blood on that one.
Damn.
I don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
But dude, we've had a lot of good guys come out of our gym. We currently have Julius Anglicus. He fights in Bellator right now.
Dope.
He's a light heavyweight. He's like number 8 on their top 10 list.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. EJ Brooks has come out of ours. He's fought. Dude, he back in the day when Bellator first came out, he was wrecking fools
For real?
on Bellator. He's a high level athlete too. He's actually the head wrestling coach now out of Cahokia.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, really good dude. Just so many high level athletes. So it's like we have a really good program, and then overall for our jiu-jitsu, which is we're under lineage is really important in martial arts, and we have a pretty legit one. We're under Rodrigo Vaghi. He taught like at the original Gracie Academy in Brazil. He's a black belt under Rickson Gracie, who, yeah, you familiar with Rickson?
Yeah.
He's pretty much unanimously considered the best of all the brothers.
Yeah.
So we're under that lineage. So it's like for jiu-jitsu and Team Vaghi, we got a strong program.
Was a Rickson Gracie the only one to like beat it, or was a Japanese cat called like the Gracie Killer or like something? But like one of the Gracies beat him though, cause he was taking out all of them.
Was it in Pride?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's a documentary though. It was a Japanese cat. Like they nicknamed him the Gracie Killer.
Really?
He was
Oh
just taking
yeah,
them
I remember
out.
that documentary. It was like that was a Pride fight. Yeah,
Okay.
that was Rickson.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. They say Rickson was that dude.
He was, man. He was that dude, and it's weird because in most sports people usually argue. It's like, no, it's him or it's him. It's like it's unanimously Rickson Gracie. He was the family champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So we have some really good lineage. So as far as jiu-jitsu, we have like there's other good instructors and shit. And like I'm not like this is just my opinion coming out at the moment. I've noticed there's a lot of pride in lineage sometimes, and it can also kind of lead people to be like, we're the best and nobody else is good.
Yeah.
And there's some other good people in the city and shit, but like we got a very strong lineage.
Well, my like sensei told me like to go to different spots and like learn.
Check them out, man. For sure. Learn.
He broke down like why George St. Pierre was so good. Like you know why George St. Pierre was so good? Like how he got good at all them skills.
Yeah.
Because he went to a boxing gym. He wasn't the best one there, but he learned something from there, learned something from here, and then he just put it all together. Yep.
Yeah, I'm all about keeping the open mind. We always like to say that you can take our belt anywhere in the world and it will stand up. So not all belts are created equal, and that's very true.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we got a strong system, man.
I'm sliding through, bro.
Check us out, bro.
Is it so you and Justin trained together?
Yeah,
same one.
Yep. I saw Justin last night. He was we taught kids class together last night.
What's up, bro?
Yeah.
I'm sliding through, man.
Come on out, bro.
For sure, man.
Yeah, you're a martial artist.
Yeah. I'm man, like I'm decent, but I definitely can get better. You know what I'm saying?
You got a good frame. You remind me of Bruce Leroy. Like in
I
your
appreciate it,
frame.
bro. Thank you, man.
That's an iconic figure right there, bro.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah, man. Well, shit, dude. Let's wrap this up, man.
For sure, man.
Dude, you got a lot going on, so I want to kind of leave you with the floor. Like, how can people check you out if they want to check you out, man?
You
can
check
got a lot
me
of
out.
different avenues going.
You can check me out at bovember.com, and that just has all my information.
Okay.
Or Instagram, Bovember Dean.
Yeah.
Facebook, type in Bovember Dean, I'll pop up. Yeah, man, and all my information is on there,
Dope.
man.
And I'll put it in the show notes too.
Appreciate
so
it,
it'll
bro.
be easy, man. So
Appreciate it.
my man, dude. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, bro.
Through,
This was an honor, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Till next time.
Peace.